All right, everybody, Lloyd Hennison here from the Nerd Nest with another first look. Today we're taking a look at Valheim, which is a game from Steam, but we're playing it on GeForce Now. This is one of the games that is supported on GeForce Now. Valheim is one of those games that is incredibly popular right now. It's a survival game. People are calling it, it's like hard Minecraft. I don't know if I quite agree with that, but kind of agree with that, I guess. It is a game all about exploration. You're a Viking. You land with nothing. You have to make a house. You have to forage for wood and rock, and eventually have to take on all of the bosses that are in the game. I've been playing this one a little bit just to check it out, so I'm not a complete noob. I'm pretty noob though, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. So we're going to take a look at the first 20-30 minutes of the game or so. We'll see kind of where the game takes us. I'm really digging this one, so hopefully you do as well. Even though this game supports controller, apparently the controller support is not so good. So I'm going to be using mouse and keyboard. So let's jump right into it. I created a character already. Characters don't really mean much, I don't think, yet. This game is in early access on Steam, so a lot of what is happening here in this game can definitely change as we get closer to the actual final release of the game. So anyway, let's start. I'm gonna put up a new name. Let's call this First Look. I'll hit done, and we're gonna jump right in. I'd go into my world, but I'm just about to beat the first boss and stuff, so I think it might be a little bit too far. So yeah, we'll just do it this way. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Again, my name is Lloyd Hennison at Dasme on Twitter, DASME, from the Nerd Nest over at nerdnest.tv. Really been loving playing this on GeForce. I have it installed locally as well on my PC, and I still choose to play on GeForce. There's just something awesome about not having to install games and download patches and all that crazy stuff. I'll just let the cloud systems deal with that. All right. So I don't believe there's a loading screen. I don't think there is. Dasme, I have arrived. Oh, it took my character over, and it just put me in a new world. I didn't realize it took all... Oh, also all the stuff that I've already worked super hard is already sorted out. That's awesome. That's not at all what I had anticipated. So, yeah, let's just go with it. I'm going to go into settings. I'm going to make sure my graphics are all turned up as high as I can. Keep motion blur and anti-aliasing. I'm going to turn that off as well. I think that will do it. The game itself it's a very lo-fi game. It's I believe that won't really make much sense to you yet. I believe that the game is it's voxel based, like a Minecraft. But you can see the world is very kind of lo-fi, which is really awesome. Like your character model looks like something from the first release of World of Warcraft. So the whole point of the game is, so you can see I spawned here, and I really have nothing, or I should have nothing if I created a new character. A smart man would have created a new character. I am not a smart man. I am sometimes, I guess, but not fully. So in the game, you're basically you're trying to harvest things. So you can punch a tree, and when the tree breaks, which will take a while because punching is slow, I got 3 wood, and then I could use that to build things. Oh geez, this thing's gonna kill me. Well, he's not gonna kill me, but I'm gonna put on my stuff so I can kill him really fast. These are one of the early mobs that spawn in the opening, the early, oh, what are they called? Biome. Jeez, I'm blanking on words and everything here. So the early biome has these little guys, and it has two types of animals. It has a deer and a boar as well. But pretty much everything else is you start with nothing, so you have to make something. So let's show you a little bit of the game. I'm moving over here. So since the world is random, you'll also... Oh, I might as well kill the boar. Come here, boar. I'm glad I didn't have any of my hard to find stuff from my playthrough, because I wouldn't want a chance losing that in this save. I didn't realize that your character would keep all that stuff. It's kind of crazy. So you can kind of see in the distance, even though I'm in this beautiful world here, there's these little standing rune stones that will tell you stuff. Where the grass grows underfoot and the sky is blue overhead, there'll always be hearth and a home. So as you make your way a little bit further into some of the other things, there's some really cool stuff. But if you're lucky, when you first start, you'll run into things like this, which are little dwellings that are just here in the world. So they have different things. Like this has some arrows and some flint and some gold, which is pretty awesome. But this also gives you a nice little starting house that you can kind of just live in and do stuff like that. So since it's a survival game with crafting, one of the big things that this game has is a crafting system. So you can make a hammer. I believe you start with a hammer, and when you do that, you get you can if you're using the mouse, you can right click to get the crafting menu. So from there, you can build all sorts of different things. You can see all the stuff that I've unlocked in my main playthrough. But to be able to craft things, you need to build a crafting table. So I'm going to place a crafting table right outside this house. And that is good. There's a bird that just landed there. That's really weird. 8. I'm going to try to hit him with a bow. I don't even know. Oh, he flew away. By the time I got here, it already left. All right, so let's jump in here. This is my house. You can see at the top right, it says that I'm in shelter. And yeah. So let's do this. I'm gonna go here. Actually, no. Number 8. I'm gonna use this to do it. So this is a house. So I'm gonna build a bed. The really cool thing about building this game is you can kind of rotate everything, and it all kind of just works, and everything looks really good. You can claim a bed. So now this is my spawn point. So when I die, I'm going to appear over here. But you want to be close to the standing stones. So right where I loaded in, you can see on my map, it's this little. Where's my mouse cursor? There it is. This little cursor, or this little thing here, right where my cursor is. Those are important. The standing stones are very important, but we don't have to worry about that quite right now. I'm going to try to defeat this boar. Boars give you scraps of hide, leather scraps, I guess, and then you can basically forage for other things. So things like flint are really important to add after you've been playing for a while, because some of the the next tier of items will require flint. I'm kind of disappointed that there's so much flint so close to the start here. I had to travel very far on my original playthrough to make that. And then, of course, so I got all that stuff. I'm going to go over here. Getting out of the water sometimes is a big pain in the old behind. What I'm going to do is go to here. I'm going to pull out my axe, and you can also break down trees. Alright, don't let the tree fall on you, or it will kill you. It'll do crazy damage, and that is not a joke. That is actually a thing that happens in this game. Pretty much everything in this game can kill you. I'm going to turn it up just a tiny bit. So yeah, I've been playing maybe three-ish hours, something like that. maybe 2, just over 2. Loving it. Absolutely loving this game. All right, so let's pretend that I didn't start with all of these things that I started with, like a bow and arrow. Here, let's show you what the bow does. It misses a boar, apparently, is what it does. So I'll just use my club to do it. When you start the game, you don't have all that stuff, so this is kind of not a very good first look. It's a first look after having done a bunch of first looks, I guess, since I've been playing. So kind of the main thing you're doing in this game is walking around looking for things like here's a piece of stone, so you can pick that up. There's little baby trees which you can cut down, which are really fast to cut down. You can see my stamina bar below was being depleted. Every action that you do pretty much takes stamina. All right, and this is a perfect time to show you kind of the food system. So, yeah, you can see at the bottom left, there's a little piece of meat and it's flashing. That means that the effects that I'm feeling from that meal are completely gone, or gonna be completely gone rather. So before it disappears, let's grab this stuff, get a nice area kind of picked out, and we'll go into our inventory. And if you want to eat something, you can just right click on it. So I'm gonna right click that and right click that, and you can see my my hearts, or my health meter went super big, because your health is directly tied to the amount of food that you're eating at that second. So yeah, it's kind of a weird system, but you get used to it. So you gain health by eating, and then eventually after the food goes away, you lose that health, and you get more stamina and stuff like that as well after you eat. So it's a constant battle of trying to figure out what you need to eat, where you're going to get that food to eat it. Oh, you can see this rolling log actually injured me a little bit. And then you spend your time finding more food. So like all games, all survival games like Minecraft or you name it, there's a billion and one of them. It's all trying to do resource management and health and food management. The good thing with this one, unlike a lot of games, like if you starve, you don't instantly die in this game, which immediately makes a game just not boring. Boring's a bad word. Frustrating, I guess, or just annoying. There's a lot of games I've played where if you run out of food, you die, and then your game's over. I don't find those types of survival games enjoyable. I know a lot of people do, but I do not. So I'm kind of glad that this game does not have that. All right, so I'm going to pick out a nice place for my house. I think this would be a really good place. So I'm going to put on my hammer again. I'm going to place a crafting bench, because you need to have a crafting bench to do most of the crafting. You can see there's this like white, red sometimes circle. That is the area of influence from placing this thing down. So now I can craft anywhere in the circle, and I'll be able to build things that require a crafting table. If I try to build on the outside, like I'll go over here and I'm building, say, a wall. I can build a wall here wherever, but if I go out here, you can see that I can't place it because I'm missing the requirement of having a workbench. Where right here, I can place it with no problems. So that's kind of little things to kind of worry about as you get a little bit further. I'm going to show you guys one of the items that you eventually unlock is something called a hoe, which basically just allows you to flatten land. So you can see I'm kind of making a big patch of dirt that is all somewhat level. Over here, make a nice little patch. So this will be mostly level. And the hoe picks the level that it's going to bring the ground to based on where you're standing. So if I stood higher, it would bring things up. Like if I go over here, and I target that, eventually you'll see there'll be like a little cliff area will form as you do it. So this terraforming tool can be it can be used for a lot of really great things. I've seen some screenshots of like late game villages, and I guess you get more powers from the terraforming tool because they have some really nice looking areas where I kind of look like I'm in kind of like a mud house from the first time you've ever played Minecraft is kind of what my my little area looks like in my main house. All right, so I'm gonna right click. First, I'm gonna hit number 8 to get my crafting tool. You can change that just by dragging things around, but the hammer to craft is super important. I'm gonna choose a floor, and I'm gonna start placing some floorboards. So there's 1, 2. I'm gonna make a 3x3 house set. I think that'll be good enough for an early starting house. Just kind of show you sort of what I did in my build. Actually, let's build it similar to mine then. I'm gonna do 4x4 if I can. Can I even do that here? It's rotated weird. Place it. Yeah, there we go. So we'll go 3, and we'll go 4. I'm gonna run out of wood before I get finished building this, but you'll kind of see what I'm trying to do. Basically, what I'm trying to do is make a really good house, and you'll see why in a second. Oh, did I lift that up? Oh, I did too, didn't I? I'm gonna go where it's a little bit lower. Just lower this a tiny bit. Getting charged by a grayling, so I'll quickly get rid of that. And we'll go back to editing. All right, I'm gonna build some walls. The cool thing is using the mouse button to rotate all the pieces around. You can get some really cool things built in a very little time with this. So this is going to be a duplicate of the house that I built in my main game, which I really liked. I probably won't be able to build it all because I won't have enough materials, but you'll all get the gist of what I'm trying to get here. Yeah, I'll put that there. And there. All right, that's good. And then I'm going to make... Is it this side? Yeah, I think this is the side I wanted to do, I believe. So I'm going to put this one here. Up one more. One higher. And I'm out of wood, right? Yeah, I need more wood. So I'm going to go knock down some more trees. Which is my number 7. The problem is I don't know if I'm going to be able to get enough wood to build what I want before my tool breaks. Or actually doesn't break. That's another good thing about this game is your tools, they really don't break. They just become useless. And then if you have a real house, you can actually repair them. Which I do have a real house. You need to have a house with a roof and all that fun stuff. And you can do repairs for zero ingredients, so it's actually super powerful. I'm gonna break this one down again. Oh. I want to take the damage. Alright, after I break this one, I should have close to enough. Just to kind of show everybody what I'm trying to get at here. Oh, another grayling. Take that. Yeah, they're hard to kill before you get like a hammer or some weapon of some sort. I'm using a club. They're kind of annoying. We'll just say that until you get a nice little club or knife or axe or something. All right, so I'm gonna use crafting station needs a roof. Really? Alright. I'm going to build a crafting station here, I guess. Okay, crafting. I'm just going to place it right here. Alright. So if I'm going to use my workbench, you can use a workbench by being inside of a crafting area and using your hammer, or you can actually hit the use button, which is E in this case, to use the crafting bench. And from that, you get a bunch of different things that you can do. You can also do a bunch of different upgrades. So you need to have a crafting bench level 2 before you can upgrade these things. But the really cool thing is if I hit this, you'll see right above my face, I have this little guy, my little club, and also have the hoe and the axe and a hammer. If I click this, it just repaired all my stuff for free. It costs nothing to do repairs in this game. I have a feeling that they're going to change that before the final version comes out. But as it is right now, you can build stuff for free, which is pretty darn fantastic. Alright. Ooh, some more things to kill. These are like little alligator-looking things. They're called necks, which I don't understand why they're called necks, but I mean, they have a neck, but I don't think that's the reason. But I guess we'll figure that out. Ooh, it's getting dark. Hopefully I can get some more of this stuff built. I want to say it was over here. Went up that way. Oh, we can do it this way. It doesn't really matter. Alright. So we'll do crafting. Do walls. And I'll show you kind of what I was doing and the reason why I did it the way that I did it. That means I'm going to have to put the door elsewhere. I guess I can put the door up here. It'll be a more different house than the one that I have. But that's okay. Alright, and then I want to place this little guy here. Little roof piece. And you can see how it just kind of like snaps on really nicely. The crafting system in this game is just fantastic. Alright, so that's been placed. It's been placed. Hopefully I'll have a house with a roof before it becomes too dark. Right there. And right there. Alright, cool. Then I want to grab my walls. Another one there. This isn't going to work as nicely, but it'll do. And right there. All right, cool. And I'm going to place a fire. You can't have fire on wood, and you have to have spoilers. You have to have some way for the fire to get out, or you will die when you sleep. So I like putting little chimneys and whatnot. That is a good thing. Oh, what is this? That's a different kind of arrow. Flint head arrow. Nice. See, I find all sorts of things when I play on a different world. I actually like the layout of this world much better than the one that I have. I don't know what that means. I may have to start over. But I guess I could bring all my stuff. We just learned that, so maybe it won't be the end of the world if I do that. I need a little bit more wood. Grab that wood. I hate waiting for my stamina to come back. Now let's eat another raspberry and a mushroom. You can have 3 foods going at one time. Raspberry and mushroom give you very little health or stamina. But for right now, I think that'll be good. That would be pretty much all you'd have at the start of the game anyway. So, doesn't seem bad to do it that way. Right, we'll kill that grayling. We'll pick up this wood. Up the resin that he drops. And then we will head back to our house, which I lost because it's dark all of a sudden. I thought it was right over here. Oh, there it is. Can see it. Is that it? No, that's not it. What the hell? Oh, I killed him with my axe. Not what I wanted to do. But you know what? That worked. So this game is a little bit like Skyrim, wherein when you use skills, you have a chance to upgrade the skills. So the more that I use my my club, the higher my club skill goes up, which is a good thing. All right, I'm gonna head back over here. I wonder if I can shoot that bird. Nope, landed right by him. You need to have stamina to fire a bow, which becomes really annoying. There we go. You can kill a bird. And you pick up feathers. Of course you do. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so let's see if I can build some more of this house. So I'm going to go turn on my crafting tool. Oh yeah, I wanted to build this one more of these. So I'm going to flip it that direction. Okay, and I'm going to place it right there. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to go back, and they have these really great roofs. So they have a 45 degree and 26 degree. So depending on what you're building, you have to choose the right roof and things like that. And to be able to use a crafting tool the proper way, you need to have a roof above your head. And that will also allow you to sleep. To be able to sleep in a bed, you need to have fire nearby. It doesn't have to be right in the house, but it has to be nearby, so it can be on the other side of a wall. And then you get the well-rested bonus for doing that, and then you can get bonuses for being fed. So yeah, there's a lot of like really great things to learn as you make your way slowly through the game. You can see that since I'm underneath the roof, I'm now resting, which is interesting. And I'm gonna place this one there. All right, so we got a house. I'm gonna place a door, which I can't. I need 4 wood, so I need a little bit more. All right, I'll get rid of my crafting tool. We'll go beat up a tree, and then I think my house will be finished. Look at that nice, really janky chimney because I built the roof to go in the wrong way. You can see a deer running over there. I don't know if you can. It's pretty dark. But yeah, this is essentially the game. The really cool thing about this is you can play multiplayer. I believe you can have up to 8 people in a map. Whoa, that could have killed me. That was really close. Wow. I believe you can have 8 player in a map, and you can run your own private servers. Just when you're loading into the game, there's a couple radio buttons that you can choose. So you can create a server with a password, give the password to your friends. It's pretty well thought out, and as I said, this game is in early access. I just saw the review on IGN. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, and they say that this early access game is way more feature packed than a lot of full releases. Whoa, that was another tree that almost killed me. This early access game is better than a lot of full release games, and I concur with that. This game is pretty darn fantastic from what I've played. Okay, so I have enough wood now. That little thing's gonna bug me, so I wouldn't be able to live in this world. So I'm going to go 8. Put a door. There's my door. I'm going to build a bed. Put my bed right by the fire so it'll stay warm. You can build things like chests and whatnot. You can build a couple of those. Yeah, I'm going to hit 8 to get rid of that. I'm going to hit E to open a chest, and then you can start just, you can control click to move things easily, which is nice. And I'm going to have a sleep. It sets my spawn point. It changes the day-night cycle, or I guess it fast-forwards you 8 hours. So if you sleep before it's dark, you'll wake up and it'll be the middle of the night. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The game just revolves around harvesting, building, heading out. Harvesting, building, heading out. Harvesting, building, heading out. And as I said, if you go to the standing stones, you can find out where the actual boss is. I've already done that just by clicking the thing first by accident. And we'll make our way there. And I'll show you where what the boss spawn looks like. We're not going to be able to summon the boss. I don't have the items I need. To summon the world bosses, you need specific items. And I'm not going to spoil anything, so don't worry, there's going to be no spoilers here. But the boss system's really cool. The first boss is pretty crazy. I would not survive a battle with that boss right now. And it is in this direction, I believe. Ooh, so I won't be able to get across this water. This water is too far. The swimming system is not the best. You need to build a boat, I guess. I'm going to have to go and build a boat. I don't think I can here. I think you need to... What do I need? Wood. Oh, I could build one, actually. I just need more wood. What do I have? 11? I need 20? Yeah, let's check it out. Oh yeah, 8. And I want 7. And we'll see what it's like to build a boat. Although, actually, you know what? I don't think I want to build a boat because that's going to take all of my leather scraps, which I'm trying to save for another item. I want to build some armor and stuff, which I already have in this game. So I feel like I'm kind of cheating, jumping right in with some things pre-equipped on my character. But maybe we'll go back to my house right now, and I'll show you all kind of what I mean. Yeah, see, I'd get rid of all my leather scraps that I have. I'm going to keep those. But I'll show you kind of what the building process is for clothing and stuff like that. No, I got to get rid of that. I just love that you can pick random things up on the ground, so you don't have to knock down trees every single time that you need more wood. Sometimes you can just run through the forest. Frolic, you might say. Okay, I keep losing my house, so this gives me a perfect example of something that I can show you all. Alright, I'm going to pick the last of those mushrooms, because for some reason I don't have a lot of mushrooms in my world. Like I said, this world is so much better than mine. I may have to move over. One other thing I didn't mention at the start, when I do first looks, I'm usually looking at the camera. I'm playing on a 1080p screen that is beside my 4K screen, so that's why I'm looking this way. If this was running in 4K, I would just be playing on my main screen right in front of me. But this game only, I believe it supports up to 4K, I believe. Let me see. Settings. Graphics. No, it looks like 1600 is the top, or 1920 by 1080, so 1080p is the highest it will go. So that's what I'm playing on, 1080p. Alright, so pick up the last of this stuff. I gotta find my house again because I keep losing it. Oh, my bed is over there. You can see on the map, there's that little bed-looking thing. That is the bed. But I'll show you something even better. Oh, let's see if I can hunt that deer. Where did he go? Did he disappear? Oh, he went backwards in the fog. He's going to run too far. I won't be able to hit him. It's too much fog here. All right, so I got to find my house. Where's my house? Where's my house? There's my house. So when you get to a place that you want to save, you want to come back to, you can hit M to pick up the map. And then you can choose one of these icons. And if you click that and double click, it'll place a little house. My home. Hit enter. And then forever now on the map, I'll have a marker that has a house on the mini map, but also is named on this house, or on this map, sorry. It'll be there. So if you find something cool, like here's a little runestone, I can go to my map and click the little runestone thing. I will pretend that's the runestone, and I'll say cool runestone. And that'll appear on my map as well. And when you're editing or creating things on a map, say if I go double click that, if I click visible to other players, other people will be able to see that. So that's usually a good thing to do for your house or whatever. And if you right click on something, it'll disappear. Basically, I think that's about it. I can't really show too much more because the game, the first couple hours of the game is just harvesting. Like to get enough wood and stone and items and finding stuff and killing enemies. Because to get the scraps, leather scraps, you need boar. Eventually you kill deer and you get hides. You can see here's my pants and my tunic. I'll show you how I made those. You go to a crafting table. Or a workbench rather. Oh, really? I have to be inside for that? I forgot about that. I'll go to... where should I put it? Maybe over there? Yeah, I think I'll place it right over there. So I'm going to place a crafting table. Will that even fit? Oh, it will. Just. Alright, so I'm going to go to the crafting table in my house, use the workbench, and you can create a rag tunic for just some scraps, or pants. But then as you upgrade, you can see I can make leather already because I've upgraded and got other items. Similar to, say, the newer version of Fortnite, when you get a new item you've never had before, you have a chance to unlock a bunch of different recipes based on that item. But a lot of the times, you have to wait for your crafting bench to be upgraded to be able to make all those other things. And crafting bench upgrades are actually really interesting, and it took me a while to figure out how it is actually done. So maybe I'll show you fine folks that. So if you bring up your little hammer and you go into your crafting area, you can build a cooking station, which I'm actually going to build. Cooking stations have to be above fire. So I'm going to place it right there. I'll show you how that works. You can basically go right to the cooking station. You hit E, and it puts a piece of meat on the fire. And then you have to wait for the meat to be cooked. You'll hear a little sizzling. Then you go pick it up, and then you have meat. If you let it wait too long, it turns into coal. So if you need coal for some recipe, which I haven't found yet, that would be how you got that recipe. What else? If I want to upgrade my crafting station, I need to build a chopping block. And it just has to be placed near. You know what? I'm going to grab that meat before it turns into coal. There we go. So I got one piece of cooked meat. Alright, so I'm going to hit 8. And I'm going to place my little chopping block. We'll place it outside. There. So now, destroy that. Well, the other cool thing, when you build something and then destroy it, you get 100% of the crafting materials back. So you never have to worry. Like, if you have to move from one house to another, no big deal. You can just break everything and you get all of the wood and stone and everything else to use back. And then you just have to remake those things, which is fun. Part of that is fun. So I go to my workbench. You can see right here, my workbench is now level 2. When you have a level 2 workbench, you can do things like upgrade. So I can upgrade my rag tunic. I can upgrade my flint axe. So let's do that. So you can see my flint axe right now. I'm going to repair it first. My flint axe, it does 20 slash damage. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that will upgrade. So if I hit upgrade right here, you can now see that my axe now does 25 slash damage. And then you can keep upgrading things to get to bigger and bigger levels. So if you want a bigger shield, all of them will require wood scrap or leather scraps, sorry, or wood or stone and other things that you have access to. Once you get higher, like level 3, by placing a tanning thing outside. What do they call that? Tanning rack, I want to say. Yeah, tanning rack. So that requires a bunch of flint and deer hide. It'll go to level 3, and then you have other upgrade things that are available. So, yeah, that's pretty much, that's Valheim. As I said, it's multiplayer, up to 8 players in a map. You can play with your friends. You can do damage to your friends. So if you want to PvP your friends, you can do that as well. It's just really, really cool. And I love the way that it is so lo-fi. Like, it's... I'm not sure if it's exactly voxel-based, but it reminds me of... there's another game that I played, and I'm blanking on the name. But it had... it was voxel-based, but it had graphics kind of like this. So instead of rendering just cubes, it's rendering other things in the little voxel space, which is really cool. So it reminds me a lot of that for Valheim from the graphic standpoint. It's low res, but not to the detriment of anything. It looks pretty cool, even though it's low res. The first boss battle, I wish I could show it to you, other than the fact that it's spoilers if I did, so I'm not going to. But the first main boss battle is just fantastic, and you unlock new powers after you beat the bosses. So if you think your crafting and foraging is a little bit on the light side, beat the first boss, and then that will open up a little bit. The world itself is huge, so you can see I'm zoomed in. This is the entire world of that I'm on, and there's a bunch of different biomes. So even though I'm kind of in the newbie area here, and then there's the water here, once you get outside the newbie area, there's a bunch of different biomes. There's a lot that are way more dangerous than what this one is, we'll say, which is very cool. So I think that's gonna about do it for my first look of Valheim. Playing this on GeForce Now. As I said, I played it locally installed on my PC. I much prefer playing it on GeForce Now. I'm a huge fan of GeForce Now for playing Steam games, because I hate installing games locally. I hate it. Be able to play it on GeForce Now servers is pretty darn good. So anyway, that's going to do it for me, Lloyd Hannison from the Nerd Nest. Check us out over at nerdnest.tv. That'll take you right to our YouTube channel. We do Stadia content, GeForce Now content, Nintendo content, you name it. If you like video games, there's probably something for you over at nerdnest.tv. So anyway, that's going to do it for me, Lloyd Hannison from Nerd Nest. You guys and gals have a really great rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you next time here on Nerd Nest.